I was challenged to explain where the heck did my name come from.
I've been having a bunch of birds who've been coming and eating up our walnuts down here, and it's very rare to see any sort of animals around here, so I've been coming down and crushing them. I don't think the birds can open them themselves, so I've been cracking them open for them.
You can't eat the grass. I always have people comment that you can, but do you really want to? I am a middle-aged woman. I'm a 35-year-old woman who has never in her life mowed the lawn, and I hate grass. It drives me crazy. I don't understand why anyone would grow it. I mean, if you want to have a lawn, it should at least be clover. None of this grass nonsense. The first thing Ian and I did when we first purchased our new home was to put in a massive garden in the backyard. Our backyard originally had cedar hedging on either side, and we hate cedars because they need a lot of water, and if you don't give them consistent water, they die. So we ripped out the cedars and we put in a fence. By putting in the fence, that gave us even more sun into our backyard, so we were then able to expand the garden. So over the first couple of years, we slowly formed the garden into the space that it was. Even before we had this place, I'd been pretty passionate about vegetable gardening. When I'd first moved out and was in university, I got a community garden plot. It was one of the things that I prioritized. When Ian and I moved to Kelowna together, we ended up living in a trailer park because we had a pretty limited budget, but if we were living in a trailer park, we were able to get a space that had a bit of a yard so that we could again have a vegetable garden. Ian didn't garden himself, but it really didn't take him long to learn how enjoyable all this fresh food was, and it seemed like maybe growing up in the Okanagan, I was exposed to a few different types of fruits and vegetables that he hadn't been used to, so he was super excited to be growing as well. Moving into our own home with our big backyard gave us tons of space, and we were excited to use it, but pretty quickly we outgrew the backyard, and so we wanted to move further, which meant we had to move into the front yard space.
Look at this kumquat. It's been very happy.
You hanging out with the fatties, Bo? And so that brings us to You Can't Eat the Grass. We were ripping out all the grass in our front yard. Our house was in the downtown area, and it also is a popular walking area. So we'd have, lots of neighbors walking their dogs by all the time. And as we were out there ripping out every single piece of grass in our front yard, which probably looked really strange to the neighbors, they would stop and they would ask us what we were doing. And we would say, "You can't eat the grass." Why were we ripping our grass out? Because you can't eat it. And we were planning on putting in stuff you could eat, because why would you bother growing things that you can't eat? And they would all giggle and laugh like, aha, you can't eat the grass. And so it just kind of stuck. So whenever we talked about our garden and what we're doing and why we're doing it, the reason always was you can't eat the grass. So it only made sense that if we were going to be doing something online, promoting growing, then we would have to be doing it under the name of You Can't Eat the Grass.
What are you doing? Are you being crazy? Are you in here playing with your friends? Are you playing? Is Garfield playing with you? Does anyone want to come and Marie Kondo my garden shed for me? I think it needs some work.
And to round out the name storytelling, for the name of our farm, we named it Red Roof Family Farm. And you might be able to tell why. We named the farm just purely for marketing. We wanted the name Red Roof because we are hoping to do on-farm sales. So we want the name to identify the landmark of the red roof. And then when I went and I searched it, there was a million different versions of red roof, but there was no red roof family farm. And we also, you know, we want the whole family involved, so we thought that that made a lot of sense. So that is why the farm that we are building is going to be called Red Roof Family Farm. This was a challenge video. I was challenged by Citystead and Jdawgs Place, and the originator of the challenge was 2 Wild Onions Homestead, I think. I will throw their links down below. I am supposed to challenge someone else at this point, and you know, I love doing these challenge videos, but it gives me some anxiety to have to come up with people to challenge. So you know what, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it this time. I'm starting my new challenge. I challenge you guys to all go kill some grass this spring. You can't eat the grass, so I recommend you use my story as the reason to explain to all your neighbors why you are taking out your grass as well, and you can tell them all from me that you can't eat the grass. So that's what I'd like to see you guys do. But if you are going to be doing one of these videos, let me know down below, because I've really been enjoying seeing everyone's stories and hearing all about how everyone has their names and where they came from. I've actually really been enjoying watching all the videos on this collab. So if you're one of those people who are gonna make one, you can say that I sent you to do it if you want. Take away my anxiety of, you know, asking people and then them not responding. And I will see you guys next time.